Okay, let me just put this out here on this page, because so in my description I have just somebody living their life from a balanced state. I lived my life very unbalanced, a very mental person. That's why I have circumference thinker. My brain is a hemisphere. It is a circumference. So that's how I got my name. And I am a very mental person because my career that I chose to do in this life is to be a scientist. And so basically what my job is I can test anything that comes out the human body or on the human body. That's what I do. So, I needed a job because, honey, I got a kid imagination at heart. And to be an adult and to be able to just ping, 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 ping. My mind, I didn't want something to isolate my mind. And I'm a generalist. So basically, let's break it down. What I've done, I've worked in hospitals. So when you come into the hospital and they draw your blood, they don't really know what the hell is wrong with you till they get some blood work, unless it's something that it shows up on an EKG or broken bones like CAT scan. Let me tell you, when people come into the hospital for abdominal pain, they don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. I mean, unless you got some type of gallbladder issue or something they can see on imaging, but 9 times out of 10, they need that damn lab work. Hello, that's what we do. That's what I do. And I say we because it's a collective of us. We are called the unseen heroes, okay? So I'm a very mental person. So what does that mean, honey? There has been situations where it's not in my policies and procedures that I've had to use my brain to save a life. Okay? There's been times in my job where I've had to go against policy and procedure to save a life because it wasn't making sense. There is no black and white. Did I go to school for this? Absolutely I did. I paid a lot of money for this damn career where I feel like I shouldn't have to. I should have got all the education I needed. Why am I using my external brain power to figure out what something, why isn't that taught? And this is why I say healthcare needs a facelift. That is what I do. But there is something along the way. 5 years ago, not due to job, but due to life, I started healing. I started a healing for myself. I couldn't understand. I'm giving you a little bit of personal information on this page. Why not? Let's get personal. I mean, if you all up in my brain crevice, I mean, might as well get a little heart space personal too, right? Why not? Why not? That's the problem with the world. We losing the connectivity because, baby, look, as much as you can create artificial intelligence, you cannot create emotional intelligence, okay? You can create artificial emotions too. Sure, you sure can. Yay. No, like Pinky Dog, shout out to you, dog. Because listen, honey, people can't be mad at her that she made smartness out of that and gained capital over that. I was like, let's just say maybe I was mad that I didn't create artificial emotions. Because, ooh, yay, ooh, what? Okay, but come on now. That's all. Hey, it worked. But guess what? Did it last? That's the question. I'm not a fad. I'm real. Human. Feels, touch, all of that. Real. Okay? And this mass up here is real too. It's mine. My personal touch. And what pumps in my heart, what pumps down here that keeps all my body going and woo, and things that I like, things that science can't explain, that's real too. Okay? So very, very headstrong individual, very, very logical. Let me just give you an idea. My friends call me a manwo. What the fuck is that? What is that? What is a manwo? They're like Annette because you think like a man before you act like a woman. Oh, it's MANWO. Oh, I can dig it. Yeah, I like it. Manwo. That's nicknames for me. I've been called Apex Predator. I think that's a compliment because my nail tech says I have a good arch. I got a good apex. Hey. Okay, people is meaning this in derogatory fashion. I flipped that like a pancake. Okay. So I'm a very mental person and I love to learn. And not just on a scientific internal level, also on an exterior level. Like I love natural science, the things that happen in the world. I'm a just because I specialized in the human body doesn't mean that that's the only science that exists. I'm a nerd at heart. I've always been. Like, I love chemistry. Look, I don't like when y'all put that shit together though. Biochemistry, look, oh wait, why can't I just go back to my carbons and my sticks for organic chemistry? Why I gotta do, like, you know, like, come on now, like, just keep it simple. So I'm a simple scientist, let's call it that. I break it down to simplicity. Like, I want to talk to people. That's why they be like, what do you do? I tell them I'm a medical laboratory scientist. First, it used to be medical technologist. That's what I graduated as. Bachelor's of Science, medical technologist. That's on my bachelor's degree. And we changed to medical laboratory scientist. I don't know, maybe we wasn't professional enough. And every year I have to renew every 3 years I have to renew my license. I'm a licensed scientist, okay? All right. So, the ones that got back when I took my test, they just started that continuing education. So if we got continuing education, that means we have to keep up on, like, getting, like, studies and stuff to get our points. So it's forever schooling. So I'm still a student, right? Still a student. Well, 5 years ago, this person, I started a healing journey because my personal life was just not where it should be. And I just didn't understand, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I literally was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I don't understand. Like, why isn't this not working? Like, this should work. Like, we connected, this isn't working. So I said, okay. I looked up at the sky. I'm in my kitchen and I looked up and I said, what is wrong with me? What the fuck made me go ask that damn question? Okay. Now it's led me here. Almost 5 years later, will be next month, November, 5 years later. And I don't know when actually I said this. It could have been months before, but then what it is on November 21st, 2021, I took my first healing retreat. And it said, come full, leave empty. And I'm like, oh. And things that I used to do for myself would take solo vacations. Like, I went to Costa Rica by myself for a week when I was 40. Honey, I love my own attention. I tell my own self. I tell people all the time, be like, how do you do that? I say, I love my own company. If I don't love my own company, how can I expect somebody else to love my own company? But see, what I'm realizing is others didn't love their own company. I need to be with somebody who loved their own company because I don't do needy. Like, what is that? Ew, you feel... I don't like... Look, I'm gonna be real. Do you like a mosquito on you? No. Do you like bugs on you? No. Like, why can't we be two individual people who come together and just love on each other? Like, why can't you still be you and I still be me and we just form as one? Like, why is it so complicated to have a relationship? Well, because I was doing it the wrong way. I was doing mental connections instead of heart connections. But see, those are things that we are not taught, but those are things I've learned through my healing journey. So I really came on here to say this. I thought I was like intellectual before. I think just the intellect for me comes because I love to learn. Anybody who loves to learn is an intellectual being, and maybe I'm just excessive with it. I am forever a student and also a teacher because I have expertise in what I do. I love the human body. I love to break down what I do to people. So when people would ask me what I do, I know I go back in tangent because I'm going from two spaces. Didn't I say a balanced space? I used to walk around like this because I was on mental. My heart said, snap out of it, girl. And I straightened up and I go, woo, even flow. It's not like a, it's now, you see what I'm talking about? Balanced flow. Okay. So I go between. So when I say I like to make it simple, people will ask me what I do for a living. I'll be like, I'm a medical technologist. Guess what the next question was? What is that? How can you break this down simply so people can understand what you do in a very simple form and fashion without having to over-explain? That's me in my brain. I said, do you know the person that gives you your lab work and they, when you go to the doctor and you gotta like take cholesterol medicine, and this is the first way I used to explain it, they'd be like, oh, you draw blood. Well, yes, but no. I actually test it. I'm the one testing your blood. I'm the one giving you those results to tell you what your insides look like. So, let's eat better. That's me. And then, you know, I kind of, over the years, I found different ways to switch it up. And so now how I describe it, because now they switched us, we're medical laboratory scientists. They're like, oh, so what do you do? I said, anything that can come out of the human body or on the human body, anything on you, in you, I can test it. That's what I do for a living. Now, do I do all of that? No, but you have pathology, you have different parts of the lab, and I like to be vested in different parts of the lab. And I used to work in a hospital, and I like to be vested in the hospital. What does that mean? I used to work midnights. I go to my doctors, I meet them like, hi, I'm here, because I can't control the freaking analyzers. And when the analyzers go bad, we all in detrimental. We gotta wait on the analyzers. I don't know how to mouth pipette, and we just ain't not. Am I grateful? I've heard some stories. Hell yeah, I'm grateful. Wait, we had to do what? You had to snip. Honey, there is no way I was suctioning blood up with my mouth. Thank you for the bulb and the syringe. Thank you. No. And blood get in my... No. Ew. Disgusting. I'm grateful to be a scientist in the era that I am now. So we are evolving with things to make testing easy. But are we evolving with compassion? So when I healed and started my healing journey, guess what unlocked my heart? Compassion. And I always love what I do. I never want somebody's blood on my hands. And the sun is so freaking damn beautiful right now. Wow. It is good. That is beautiful to me. That's what's shining on me. Sun kisses are the best. So, what opened up for me was my heart. And I love what I do. I've never lost a patient. I've actually saved patients. People tell me this. Even people that don't like me, they say this. We'll say used to. Because, you know, I don't understand. People don't like people who are authentic, I guess, because I'm gonna be me regardless. I'm in competition with nobody. It's me versus me. Like, we need to work as a collective in the lab. So there's different departments, and if we all don't come together, we all work together. So I know how to work as a team. Now, I don't go to work to make friends. I've said that all the time. Work is a work. Now, you get connections, right? But I didn't connect. What I had to do was connect to me. I connected to my job. I connected to my patients. And I was like, none of these patients is going to die on my watch. Not my watch. I will do everything I can to save them. If I did lose one, if I have not lost one yet, knock on wood, call me Bruno, okay? I did everything that I can. Everything in my power. And that's the way that I do. I exhaust all possibilities. And guess what? Possibilities and probabilities are not in procedures, not in black and white. There is a lot of gray area. I tell people, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes to save one person. A lot. Okay, fast forward. Here I am. I'm in my kitchen. I'm like, okay, why this relationship not working? So, okay, I might have on-the-job hazard, and I'm too practical and too probabilistic and too whatever. But if I wasn't like that, I wouldn't be good at what I do. So maybe a lot of people bring on-the-job hazards home, or on-the-job hazards into relationships. We become what we are. So I'm a scientist. I became a scientist, and maybe I'm too damn strategic in my relationship. I don't know. They say you're not emotional enough. Well, I am, but I'm not. Like, we connect in mind to mind. Let's connect heart to heart. A lot of people don't connect heart to heart, and that's what's missing in this world. A lot of mental connections. And what I have discovered on my healing journey is the more that I heal, the more I get gifted with mental awareness in a fashion that is undescribable. And it's because it's felt. And I had to open my heart up. And that's a very scary thing to do, because it got closed down because of pain. But I realized if I just kept blocking my heart, I block also what's good for me. And it's not even just external, baby. It's mental. I have gotten so much more intelligence on a compassionate way. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, look at it. Let's drive off into the sunrise together. Like, look at that beauty. That's beautiful. Like, I get to enjoy that driving every day. How can I? Every day the sun is a little different in the sky. It's the same sun, but it got, sometimes it might have artifacts. The clouds, it makes it pretty, it makes it shine different. Sometimes it's just a clear blue sky. I mean, sometimes you just don't see it at all because of the fog. Who knows? You just never know what you're gonna get, but the sun is always there. Well, my heart has always been there, and I haven't been using it, and I used my mind. So I unlocked my heart, and I had to unlock it to myself. And when I unlocked my Pandora's box, what? The treasures I had buried in there, okay? And it's not even the treasures, it's the pain that I didn't feel, okay? If one thing I can help somebody who is in a very mental state, the heart is what matters. It will always win. It will find a way. Because you want to know what? If you don't face it, guess what? Cardiac arrest, you're dead. Stress is a real killer. So you can compile all that stress on your heart, and it's going to take you out. You can live without a mind. You can live like a vegetable, they say, but the heart is still pumping. Have a good day.